It's 5:05 a.m. and welcome to Hustlemania. If I got bags under my eyes and I look like shit, it's because I got bags under my eyes and I look like shit. What do you guys think of this goatee, by the way? I've been working on it. Not coming in so well. Anyway, about to mix up some coffee and go on my walk. Here we go, boom. Throw that in there. I'm gonna mix up a Smelly Bell Keto Pro coffee. Adding in some ghee butter. You could add in your favorite type of grass-fed butter, but ghee butter tastes pretty good in there, and so I throw that in there. It's in just some warm water. Gonna blend that bitch up. Looks really disgusting. I also have C8 MCT oil in there, along with some cinnamon. I'm gonna put in a little bit of a little bit of cocoa, and then some Keto Pro. Bam. Blend it all up in there, and I'll be on my walk. That's what it looks like when we're done. It now looks delicious. It doesn't look like shit anymore. And turn this bitch around here. And it tastes delicious as well. Time to go on the walk. Just closing out my walk. I have a meeting today with the people of torquefitness.com, aka the people that developed the tank, and gonna have some great business conversation with them. They came out here from Minnesota, and got a bunch of phone calls to make today. Have some new people coming in the gym as well, which is kind of always normal-ish, but what we're doing here in well, I'm in Davis, but where the gym is located, West Sacramento, California, we're gonna start recruiting people for SuperTraining gym. We've always kind of made it secretive. We've always kind of made it a little bit more low key. We're gonna recruit. We need bigger, stronger. We need more bigger, stronger people, because the new spot that we have is gonna be enormous. And so we need to fill it with lots of energy and lots of great people. So just gonna sit down, gonna work. I got a lot of people to communicate with this morning. I end up mentoring a shit ton of people, communicating with them, inspiring them, motivating them. I call it mentoring because I say inspire, don't instruct. I'm helping out Andy Frisella. I mentioned this in many videos before, but I'm super proud of that because he's a guy that I got a lot of respect for. Helping out other people like Dana White, Stone Cold Steve Austin lose weight, and having an opportunity to mentor some of my idols, really. Fuck, you know. And with Andy, I'll check in with him every day and see where his body weight's at, see how he's feeling. He communicates a lot. He likes putting himself on the line. He's a tough bastard, so he's not afraid. He's not afraid to attack each day with everything he's got, and he's already down. He was what, 287, I want to say. It's almost, he was around 287. He said he was probably upwards of 290 for a little bit there, but when I got a hold of him, he was 287, and now he's 275. He has joined the war on carbs. Now to Temple Coffee, and I'm answering some questions on Instagram. I got to blast out some emails and stuff too. Weird thing is I got a I have an office in downtown Davis near Temple Coffee, above another coffee shop, but I ended up not using it very much because I kind of like the noise. I like having people around, but if I'm by myself, I don't really want to do it. That's why I struggle a little bit to work at home as well. Anyway, it took me 3 hours to make my post this morning. I don't think you guys understand sometimes how much energy and how much time goes into those posts and goes into everything. that we're doing here at Slingshot and at SuperTraining Gym. Stuff is very time consuming. I shot a video today that was kind of like a ketogram, I'd call it. Did a War on Carbs Q&A, and I answered about 3 or 4 questions using the swipe feature of Instagram, because you can only talk for a minute, but you can talk for a minute on each one, and so you can talk for 5 or 6 minutes total. So I shared a lot of great information with you guys there, and I'm just trying to help people. Really, fucking all it is. Like, you'll see me promote like the Keto Pro and some of the products and shit like that, but I'm literally trying to help you guys lose weight. I got a message from a friend. He said, hey man, just wanted to thank you so much. You saved me from a back surgery. This is a friend of mine that I look up to, a friend of mine here in Davis, California, who owns several coffee shops, owns Dutch Brothers Coffee. And the guy has lost 40 pounds. This is changing people's lives. This is really helping people. This is impacting people. This is what I was put on this fucking earth to do. Get my hair fancied up here with Lily. Getting it all fixed up. Too much hair on my head, shaving it off.
Beard's looking good.
Beard game. I have to get my workout in. Got the people from Torque Fitness here today. Really cool. They make an awesome product. You guys seen us using the tank. You guys seen us really just absolutely getting our asses handed to us by that damn thing. That thing's just amazing. But you know, my meathead style is, you know, if I'm gonna do business with somebody or associate with somebody, I want them to see the gym, you know, in the way that I see the gym. I don't want them just to come in and be like, oh cool, it's got like stuff on the wall and they have weights and they got a podcast room. I want them to actually like experience it with me. So we're gonna actually go in there and train, and I think Sarah's probably gonna just watch, which is totally fine. But I think Jerry, might be getting that name wrong. I'll learn his name more as we move along here. But I think he's gonna join into some of the action, and just excited to kind of see what's possible with them. We have a meeting later tonight at my house, and then we'll also go out to dinner, and we'll just discuss all that stuff a little bit more. And this is me sending stuff to you that people can't see now, but they'll see later. Or they can see it now. I don't know. When will then be now?
When they're watching this
video
now, but later. Wait, maybe they did see it already. They might have seen it already, actually.
They're watching it now.
There you go.
Now. It's how we do some of this. I like to show you guys all this different stuff. I recorded a bunch of videos this morning so that Andrew doesn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm shooting them over to him in the old airdrop system. God, I look like shit in the morning. You saw in the last video when we were with the Kings, or maybe 2 videos ago, I'm not sure where we're at, but when we were with the Sacramento Kings, we did a shout out to Bart and Gio. They gave birth to a little baby boy, super cute. Congratulations, everyone's healthy, so that's really cool. And I had the shirt made up for them. I've been planning this for a while. I had an artist draw it up and made the shirt. Well, the problem is like by the time I sent it, they were like prepping for the hospital and all that, and she was about to burst and everything. And so the package arrived there on Monday, and they went to the hospital on like Wednesday or Thursday, and so the package has just been sitting there and they haven't opened it yet. But here is the shirt that I sent them. Bart, Gio, that's a little baby. There we go. Time to start training.
We're from Minnesota. We're with Torque Fitness.
So where did the idea of the tank come from?
So we wanted to make a product that would work on any surface, and we wanted a sled, and the traditional friction sled is going to cause problems on turf. It's going to cause problems on concrete. It's going to scratch. It's going to wreck carpet. So we wanted to build something you could run on any surface. And also a friction sled, the faster it goes, the easier it gets. The tank is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's a torture machine, according to Mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
We probably think Mark's going to need at least one more tank because he has to create some competition that he can have groups of people training in competitiveness. And he's got the perfect place out here with the runway and the area. He can do so much with it, so that'd be great. Any way that we can work together with Mark, we want to do it.
That's the trick. That's the trick. The lie that I'm living. I'm trying to kill people every single day without showing that it's killing me, but it's not easy. Just wrapped up another great day of training here at SuperTraining Gym. Got to hang with the tank people, got to mess with the tank, got to hit up some squats, and got to hit up a couple other exercises. For whatever reason today, I'm pretty shot. I think the heat kind of got the best of me today. I might be even like a little bit dehydrated. And this morning I had breakfast, and this is again another weird thing, but I like to share my experiences with you guys. I had breakfast this morning, so it wasn't a full fast today. I seem to perform better on a full fast. Like a couple times today, I felt a little faint and felt a little lethargic during the training session. But it's also really hot out here. I'm not going to make any excuses. The ketogenic diet does dehydrate you. I've mentioned that to you guys many times. You got to drink a lot of water. Caffeine dehydrates you, and so does fasting. And so we're up against it. You got to drink a lot of water, a lot of magnesium, a lot of potassium, and a lot of salt, a lot of sodium. So make sure you're getting all that in. I switched into my fancy working shirt, and I'm back on that grind, as people like to say, that work from their mom's garage. I'm heading back to my crib, heading back to my house, and I'm gonna do a phone call to a couple of the peeps on IG that have been asking me some questions. Once I get to that, I will probably take a shower because I smell really profound. If you guys had smell-o-vision, I'd knock your asses out right now. And after that, I'm gonna go to dinner.
So tonight we are going to meet with the company that makes the tank. So we're gonna talk about some business stuff. I'm not sure what exactly. Mark just told me a couple days ago that they were coming in town, and we were going to meet with them and go out to dinner and talk about possibly doing something, partnering with them, or somehow being involved more than just Mark talking about their product on social media, maybe doing something a little more in depth with them. So we just want to see what they have in mind, and if it works out with what we have in mind, then we might move forward. If not, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. So I'm looking forward to meeting them. They have a really great product, and it's really different than anything we've ever done before. So it's a great complement to what we do. So I think it could be pretty cool.
When you say you guys never really done anything like this, what do you mean?
Well, we've never actually, everything on the website on howmuchabench.net is stuff that Mark and I have made. We have never co-branded anything. We've never sold someone else's product on the site. Not that we would sell the tank, but we've never actually we've never invested either money or time for equity. Not that this will be that, but it could be. But we've never really even approached anyone like this. Mark's been approached a bunch of times by people who want him to be involved, say some things about his product, or be an ambassador, or be an affiliate, and all this stuff. And we've always said no because we have our own brand. So it's very, very, we're very selective about who we have these conversations with, because we're very careful about Mark getting behind any products that are on our own, unless we think that they're like home runs. So this is a huge deal for Mark to be considering being part of another company, because we have our own company. So, you know, we're really careful not to water down our own brand by promoting or talking about tons of other brands. I think you see on social media now, so many people are, you know, talking about products, posting, hashtagging, and it's pretty obvious that they're being paid or that they got some situation, and we don't ever want that. We want it to be something where we're like fully into it, or we're not at all. So you'll never see anything paid for on Mark's social media. Everything is either because he just loves the product, or because we're like buying that company and it's now part of our portfolio. So this is one that could be something in between that. So we'll see what happens. Before I forget, the Tom B thing, she's asking again to confirm that you are actually going to be in person in Tom's studio, correct?
Yeah, why don't you find out like location so we can figure out where to fly into and all that.
I'll email it back right now. Yes.
Tom
B.
Billy U. Billy U. Billy U. Follow you. He's one of the former founders of Quest Nutrition.
Okay, you have a dentist appointment on the 11th at 8:30 in the morning. You need to put that in your calendar.
8:30?
Yeah.
Oh, I have it.
Okay. Then you have that gallon from Australia Monday and Tuesday.
Fit Mom.
And then we have that thing Saturday. So I can fly your brother up Sunday, and then he can just chill until we all fly up together Friday morning. Okay, and then he'll fly back to LA after Vegas, or will he fly here and then to LA?
Well, we can work it out more tomorrow.
All right. Well, everyone's booked except for your brother.
I don't have. Tomorrow's not that bad for me, so.
Okay. Well, we just have to book your LA trip on the 20th.
I'm still trying to work with Dana White when I go out to Vegas.
Well, I already booked you, so
oh my God! When
we
am I
can
going?
change it, but so far I have you just going on Friday.
Come on. I get to do it. I get to do whatever I want. She's not the boss of me.
The update on the new space is that Michael texted me about 20 minutes ago and said that the landlord received our check, which is our deposit and our first month's rent, and they're still waiting on the lease. I sent them both on Saturday, but separately. So they got the check, and now they're waiting on the lease, and then Greg is getting the insurance forms together, and he'll probably have those maybe tomorrow or Thursday, because it might take a little, because we have to wait on like somebody else to get the forms over. But as soon as they have the money, the signed lease, and the certificate, then we do the walkthrough, and that's when we get the keys. So all three things have to be in their possession, and one of the things is in their possession. The second one is on its way. The third one, I'm just waiting on Greg. So once all those things are in, then we'll do the walkthrough and get the keys. So I'm 99% sure that'll happen before Friday, but I just don't know which day. But who cares, you know? It's all gonna happen very soon, so.
I didn't hear anything you said. I was staring at your legs.
Hello. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Good. I'm Andy.
Jerry Dettinger.
Jerry, nice to meet you. Sarah. Hi. I've spoken to you via email. Yes. So we started the gym really started probably a little over 10 years ago. Around 2008, I lost my job when the market turned. No one was hiring advertising for anything. No one had ad budgets. That's when we started Power Magazine, which is a powerlifting magazine that we launched in 2009. And from that, a few months after we launched that, he started, he had always been toying with the idea about the Slingshot, and then we launched the Slingshot about 6 or so months after the magazine launched, and that kind of started the whole basis for the way the company is now.
We like to put our product in the most rigorous environment possible.
Okay.
So that sounded like, okay, that's a good fit.
Yeah.
Deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
you know, send that no strings attached to somebody. So I appreciate that. That was really cool.
Yeah. So
but when I saw it with the wheels on, I was like, this is a trick. Hello.
Hi.
So, great conversation with the people at Tank. Looks like we'll be able to get something together, and I'm really excited about some of the opportunities. Hopefully they go for some of my suggestions, because some of my suggestions I think give the Tank product itself a little bit more of a singular focus, whereas right now, not that it doesn't have a singular focus, but it's associated to a brand that also makes racks and a lot of stuff just that you see in typical gyms. And so I think that that makes it kind of attached to something. I think it'd be better at being its own thing. But I'm outside of my favorite restaurant here in Davis, California, called Our House. If you live in this area, you should check it out. If you're even within like a half an hour, you should check it out. It's a great place to eat. Steaks are awesome. I get the prime rib a lot of times, and my son gets the ribeye, and my son gets the filet a lot. Freaking awesome. Wifey usually gets the fish. And then this place right here, Urban Body. This is where I get all my tattoos. So you guys are wondering where the sleeves come from, and this neck tattoo that says Andrew Zaragoza on it. That's where I get now. You guys always know that I'm always loaded with stories, and I always got something for you. So here we go. Rewind, back it up, and let's go back 11 years ago. Let's get out our fucking flux capacitor. Let's get in our DeLorean, and let's go back in time. And let's go back to 2005. 2005. SuperTraining Gym is a little tiny blip on the radar. We're just getting started. We're in Woodland, California at a facility called Body Construction Zone. I sit down with the members of the gym. The gym has no name at this point. And we're just sitting there after a training session. The guys are like, they're like, what are you going to call this place? I was like, well, we're inside of another gym. I don't know. It doesn't really need a name. And they're like, come on, dude, that's fucking lame. Our team, you know, we need like, I don't know, we need like a name. And I'm like, all right, well, I think, I don't know. We should fucking call it SuperTraining. And they're like, I think that's stupid. And I'm like, well, of course you think it's fucking dumb. I just came up with it 10 seconds ago. I think it takes some time to stick. But I shared that story before with you guys on why it's called SuperTraining Gym. You can search for it. You can look for it. But the name did stick. And if you're going to come up with a gym name and you're going to have a team, then the next natural thing is to have a t-shirt, right? So I didn't know anybody in the area. And I was like, I don't know who does art and who does whatever. And I'll just roll into a tattoo shop. And I rolled into this tattoo shop, and I told the guy, I said, hey, you know, I have this gym called SuperTraining, and I'd love to make a t-shirt. It'd be cool if it was like an S and a T inside of some sort of shield. And I said, for some reason in my head, it's kind of, I told them we're power lifters and we're into lifting heavy shit and we move a lot of steel and a lot of metal. So I had this idea of the ST being on this shield that kind of looked metal and had these like hard, strong bolts to it. And so that's how the shirt came to be. It came to be at this place right here. Insert picture of it here, Andrew. Good luck trying to find that motherfucker. It's gonna be really hard. But if you can't find it, we know who has it. Jim McD. Jim McD's always got our back. He's always got our front. Anyway, great day today. I got so depleted today that by the time I got home, even after drinking water in the gym, and even drinking salt like during the workout itself, 238 pounds. So guys, be fucking careful. It's hot out there. Be careful when you're on a ketogenic diet, because your kidneys are going to excrete salt and they're going to excrete water. If you're doing a ketogenic diet and you're fasting, it becomes even worse. Add caffeine into the mix, and now we're really got a recipe for disaster. So you have to be careful. Make sure you're getting in your water. I've told you before, 0.67 times your body weight in ounces of water. I weigh about 240. I drink about 1.25 gallons to 1.5 gallons every day. Make sure you're getting in your sodium. I do that through just having salt. Make sure you're getting in your potassium. I do that by having Noon tablets, I've also just figured out that Noon tablets have a little bit more carbs than I should be having, so I learned that an avocado has potassium in it, so you want to check into eating one of those every single day. And then magnesium, I just supplement. You can also just buy some supplements that have that shit in there already. Some of the ketones, some of the ketone products have some of that stuff in there. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. That's Hustlemania. Catch you guys later.